You're watching the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand.
Salah to settle it in front of the Kop.
Yes, welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Ladies and gents, another game, almost the end of the season now. Keep pushing. Still hope for top four. It's around 25% mathematically in my position from where I'm sitting. Let me know what it is for you back home. But yes, we go away to Leicester. Again, make sure you like this match preview. I'm going to give you Jurgen Klopp press conference updates, team news, and as well as a prediction as well. And maybe have a little chat about me playing at Anfield this week, which was my dream completed, by the way. Maybe I should just do a whole separate video for that. I am going to upload a little chat I had with Emil Heskey on the pitch today, so make sure you go and watch that as well. Right, let's get into this one. A couple of stats for you on this game before we get into what Jurgen Klopp has been saying in the press conference this morning. As we know, Mo Salah, 19 Premier League goals this season, having reached 20 plus league goals in 4 of his first 5 seasons with Liverpool, including both of his last 2. Unbelievable numbers, as we know. The Egyptian could become the first player to net 20 plus league goals in 3 consecutive seasons since Roger Hunt in 1966. I'm a bit perplexed by that, because how did Michael Owen, injured obviously, Robbie Fowler, I'm thinking Torres, Suarez, how did these guys not reach those heights that Mo Salah is reaching? This is how much credit you have to put on this man's name, because we're not even hearing about the Fowlers. We're having to go back to 1966 to see Roger Hunt do such a thing. So Mo Salah, please just get one more and you've literally got yourself in the record books again. James Maddison, as we know, very dangerous. One of only 3 midfielders that scored 10 league goals plus this season with Odegaard and Alexis McAllister. He has assisted 4 of Harvey Barnes' open play goals for Leicester in the Premier League this season. He's the only player to have assisted more open play goals for a teammate in the competition is Kevin De Bruyne to Erling Haaland. So we're going to have to definitely keep an eye out for Maddison looking to Harvey Barnes. Diogo Jota scored 7 in his last 6 against Leicester in all comps. However, all of these have been in home games, not away games, with the Portuguese failing to score in any of his 4 appearances at the King Power with Porto, Wolves and Liverpool. Interesting stat. This man, again, he's been around for so long, but you still have to keep an eye out on him. Jamie Vardy has scored 8 goals against Liverpool in the Premier League. Only Andy Cole with 11 and Harry Kane with 9 have netted more against them in the competition. I'm pretty sure Aguero's maybe 8 or something like that as well. He's netted 6 and 7 against Liverpool at the King Power. So again, even though he's getting on, you got to keep him quiet. Still, they've got aggressive, forward-looking players in Tielemans, Harvey Barnes, Maddison, Vardy, Iheanacho, Daka can hurt you as well. So even though they might go down, they are fighting for safety. They're fighting for their lives down there. This is going to be a very, very intense game, people. And Liverpool will be looking to do the Premier League double over Leicester for the first time since we won the league in 1920. And Leicester have kept just 1 clean sheet across their last 13 Premier League meetings with Liverpool. And that was, of course, the game that we lost in 2021 there. And Liverpool have won 8 of the last 11 Premier League games against Leicester. So, looking at the stats, it's not bad at all, really, if you're a Liverpool fan for this one. Obviously, the Champions League hopes are again on the line when we go to the King Power Monday. I will actually be there away at the King Power with Jack the cameraman. So if you'd like to do a fan cam after the game and you are going, please message us and we'll make it happen. Find us outside the ground and we'll record some belting content. As we know, Leicester sitting in 18th place on 30 points, 2 points from safety with 3 matches to go. Leicester lost their last Premier League game 5-3 away at Fulham last week. And obviously when we met them in the Premier League earlier on in the season, it was 2-1. Courtesy of 2 Wout Faes own goals. Unbelievable that game was, by the way. He's probably one of their top scorers this season. Anyway, moving on. In the last 6 games, Leicester have won just 1, drawing 2 and losing 3. Liverpool, meanwhile, unbeaten in 8 straight league games this season. The first time that's happened in a long time, especially this season. Again, a chance to make it 7 wins in a row. I'm going to keep asking, can we make it 8, 9 on Hot Topics in the Discord? Can we make it 10 in a row? I think it can only go up to 9, 7, 8, 9 because we won 6 in a row, so we can't get 10 in a row. But I was always confident that under many layers of this season, we could potentially find a streak. Now, 6 is decent. Can we get 7? Can we get 8? Can we win 9 and really finish the season in the best way possible and get in the top 4? And it improves the mentality going into next season. You know, if you know you've got that Champions League in the bag, you're going to be bouncing into training at Kirby during the summer in pre-season. So it's an absolute must win. Let's see what Jurgen Klopp has said about this game in the press conference today. Of course, we did see really frustrating scenes again. Thiago in Barcelona on crutches. The pictures don't look great, people. Now, I wanted to ask you guys the question at home. What do we do? What is the plan with Thiago for next season? We know how good he is. And I've said it how many times. He's one of the best midfielders I've ever seen play football at Anfield before. He is that good technically. And we've seen it. But I think he's missed more games for Liverpool than he's played now. You know, it was really disappointing to know that he's not going to play the rest of the season. But then to see him on crutches out in Barcelona, where obviously the team have done a little 3-day warm weather relaxation camp. I don't even know if they've trained out there, but it's super frustrating to see Thiago injured again. So let me know what you guys think of that. We obviously are aware as well that maybe Kelleher and Adrian both leave this summer. So is there the potential that we could be in for Zila from Hanover? This is the rumours that we're hearing this morning, especially on This Is Anfield. But let's dive into what Klopp has said. On Leicester, they're a great footballing team. It's a team that wants to stay in the league and they will fight with all they have. I think even Leicester fans would appreciate that. He said he expects a super intense game. He also says he saw Bobby Firmino in training yesterday. He looks pretty much nearly there, but I don't think he'll be there for the weekend. I'm assuming he means Monday night because this is the weekend now. And he says, Naby, no. Less said about that, the better. On transfers without Champions League football, he says we cannot tell anybody in the moment that we will definitely be in the Champions League. So if you are speaking to a player, then he knows that. All the rest is the same as it was before. It's a fantastic club with a really, really good team and hopefully even better next year. It is still Liverpool, and that means we are really attractive to a lot of players. We should not forget that. And this is a key thing to say, and he's almost preparing us if we don't get Champions League with that statement. But at the same time, if we don't, I do still expect big names or fairly big names to arrive at Liverpool in the summer due to the fact that we are still Liverpool, as Jurgen says it there. On Mo Salah, he says he will be an all-time great after he finishes his career, but for now, he is still here. He's had a few good years in his legs and his body for his numbers to increase even more. We don't overlook it, but if a question is asked that often, you might be guilty of overlooking it. As well. Let's see what he says about this streak of form that Liverpool are on at the moment. When you just play a bad season but with highlights, it makes it more difficult to understand because we know what we are capable of, and I totally agree with that. You know, why are we just seeing this really nice period of wins now? Why couldn't we have turned that on earlier on in the season? Why couldn't we have actually put Trent in midfield earlier on in the season? These are all questions that we're asking. Also on the news that Liverpool will play away, or we will request to play our first Premier League game next season away from home, so the builders can finish off the Anfield Road extension. 7,000 more fans, as we know. And he's saying our away record is still not brilliant. I still think we are 3rd or 4th in the home table and somewhere not great in the away table. The difference is not as big as we might think, but there is a difference. Anfield is a boost and we need to use this, but when we are away, we have 3,000 to 4,000 every week, and they're absolutely mad, and I love the atmosphere that our support creates. We've played a really bad season, I think everyone in this room agrees, and now we have 63 points. It is strange. Let's see what we can make of it, he says, teasing Liverpool's top 4 chances, to which he said everybody who is involved in these moments, especially Barcelona in 2019, will never forget it. I know that weeks ago it was completely out of sight. I could not see it at all. But that did not mean we didn't try to get closer. It is more likely that Newcastle will do it, and if they finish the season above us, they deserve it. That's how I see it. So there's the quotes to come out of today's press conference from the boss. Let me know what you make of those in the comments down below. Let's get into the team prediction. Team prediction, I'm going, of course, Alisson in goal, of course, Trent, of course, Konate. I wouldn't be so. Do you know what? It never surprises me when I see a switch between Matip and Konate, just because they're both that good, especially recently, 2 clean sheets in a row as well. So I'd be happy with either, but for this one I'll go Konate, just to deal with Vardy's pace if he starts. Left back Robbo, in the middle Fabinho, I think Curtis Jones and Henderson. Unless you can tell me any other names. Artemello, maybe. Harvey Elliott could make an appearance. Bajcetic still out, as we know. Keita won't play. And Thiago's out as well. And Milner. Could Milner play, actually? Let us know in the comments. I'm going to go with Hendo, though. And then up front, Darwin through the middle. Still no Bobby Firmino. We need to see him before he leaves Liverpool at Anfield, for sure. Hopefully that's the Villa game. And then Salah, and then Gakpo. And I'd have Jota on the bench, Carvalho on the bench, Diaz, oh my God, lo siento, hombre, I almost forgot you, my friend. Diaz starts, Nunes and Salah. That's my starting 11. Let me know if you agree, disagree in the chat. As Jurgen Klopp said, super intense game. They're fighting for their lives. They're going to be loud. I'm going to be at the game, so I'll be able to sample the atmosphere. But I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm going with a very hard-fought 3-2 Liverpool away win. Bit scary, that, actually, isn't it? Giving them 2 goals. But they did score 3 away at Fulham last week, so we know they're hungry. James Maddison, you've got to keep him on lock. Fabinho's got to do the job on him. You know, we've got to have the same legs as they've got in midfield, looking at Henderson and Curtis to do a lot of running, naturally. And Vardy in behind. Konate and Van Dijk have got to deal with the high line, the counter-attack, when they look to just play balls in behind for Vardy. Alisson's got to be careful not to get drawn into any silly fouls on Vardy, because we know he likes to go down or win penalties. He also likes to miss penalties, as we've seen recently as well. And then Trent versus Harvey Barnes as well. Interesting battle, that one. Who comes out on top? Let me know. Does Trent slip into the midfield position again? Presuming he will, but on the bench, Gakpo, Jota, names that can come on and impact the game. So bearing in mind the stats that I read out at the start, bearing in mind that Leicester are looking to win this game and stay in the Premier League, bearing in mind that Liverpool are on a hot streak of form, I am going to go with the Liverpool win. And like I said, if you are there, make sure you find us for a cheeky fan cam after, and we'll do player ratings as well. I mean, I might as well touch on the game. So massive thanks and huge gratitude to So Rare, who allowed me to live my childhood dream on Tuesday, right? Sorry, Wednesday. It wasn't even that long ago. It was only 2 days ago. I played at Anfield, guys. It was 2 halves of 30 minutes. We're in the changing room with Robbie Fowler, Emil Heskey before. I was the captain. I scored at the Anfield Road end. Scored in the Kop end as well, but just like penalties warming up. I got man of the match. Like, all these things, when you actually read them out loud, it's absolutely crazy that I can say I've captained and won man of the match at Anfield. Certain footballers I've had on this channel who haven't even done that. No, I'm really messing. But the grass was incredible. I was pinging balls around, a few really big tackles where the balls flew off. It was genuinely one of the best experiences of my life. And it was unbelievable. So massive shout out to So Rare. Remember, Discord gang, if you want to send in hot topics for Tuesday's podcast straight after the Leicester game, Tuesday morning, 11:30, send them in on the Discord. The link to join that Discord is in the chat now. You can send in questions. You can pretty much keep the chat just rolling 24/7 in the Discord. Remember to like this video, comment with your match thoughts, your lineup predictions, your score predictions as well. Subscribe to the Kop TV if you have not already. Go over to the TikTok. Go over to us on Spotify. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have everything, okay? No problem, guys. So, nunca caminas solo. That actually means you'll never walk alone in Spanish. And I will see you from outside the King Power on Monday night. Take care. All the best. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it.
Please, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.